Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading from the 5th to the 11th of July approximately. Okay, this one is for the sign of Pisces. I feel like I did some of the readings yesterday and doing some of the readings this morning, and a lot of the readings yesterday sort of seem to resonate or repeat a lot of the themes throughout. But the couple of readings I've done this morning have been quite different. And it sort of blows me out sometimes the way spirit works with things. You know, how they obviously, I'm pulling out the cards I need to do the readings when I need to do them. So it's quite interesting. They've also got me using a lot of different decks as well, which is a bit strange. But anyway, we'll get there. Okay, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. For personal readings, donations, all below, all the information is under the video. I also want to say I'm running classes, and I've done the classes now for June. We just started July, and they have been very good and a lot of fun. And I want to say, whoever's been on them already, thank you so much for sharing your personal stories. It means so much to me that you open up and share with others, because that's how we learn best. We're creatures that respond much better to other people's stories than what we do to being lectured about things. So the classes are very interactive. I do want to say, just check out the timing though. July and August are both completely different timings, and some of the classes have different content as well. So I will change and adapt them as we're going, based in your feedback. So please let me know if you're interested in attending any. I'm going to use the After Tarot here, and the cards are extremely lively for you, Pisces. I keep seeing cards flipping out, like the Six of Cups. So there is something going on for you over the next, few weeks that's going to, it's going to create quite a lot of anxiety and stress here. I feel like it's got something to do with your past. I don't think it's really so much in the way of love as in the way of changes or things that you are choosing to do that are outside of your comfort zone. Seven of Swords coming in here. So it may be that you're facing decisions this next week or so that perhaps you found really difficult to do in the past, and you're finally finding the courage to do things that you have had perhaps nagging at you for some time. Now do remember that these readings are only general. And to make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart or move on to another reader. Okay, so for some of you here, have you moving away from something? I feel like whatever you're moving away from here has taken a long time to really sort of get yourself ready for this. It's like you had to, because you've already been packing up some stuff in your kit bag. So you've already been preparing to move away. But perhaps you had things that need to be resolved first. But there's definitely this feeling of moving into calmer waters here, moving into a new time, moving straight towards an emperor, or taking on this power yourself. Sometimes we think we get stuck in certain situations and we don't have the power to do things ourselves. And this tells me that you are stepping into your own power here. But it also tells me that you have great love waiting for you in your future. It just means you've got to go through some sort of rebirth before you get there. Now, this is about coming back from the ashes. It's about leaving behind all of this stuff in your past that no longer serves you. So sometimes this is skeletons in your closet. Pain and worry and stress that's held you back from having what you really want, what you desire. And now you're moving away. Two cards of moving away here, one of being reborn. So very potent time for you. And then we have the Death card. Holy dooly. Okay, so you are making massive changes. But I want to say to you here, this is moving on to new love. But it's also saying to me that you are finding your self-love. You are finding love within you. Which is something obviously that you needed to go through some sort of metamorphosis. So you've got to let things sort of die away here. And I feel like you've been trying to do some of this stuff for a while, but you're only just getting to the point where you're sort of ready to move away. And I feel like it's because you've been through this rebirth. So big weeks coming ahead for you, Pisces, because you're shedding a lot of stuff that no longer serves you. A lot of ideas, a lot of inherited ideas, a lot of karma going here. And I felt like that before I even did your reading. Okay, so we have a King of Wands here. So the King of Wands is a representative of the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, I feel like you're sort of being asked to take on this fiery energy, you know, finding your passion inside, finding out who you truly are. And I feel like for some of you, perhaps you've sort of, in whatever situation you've been in that you're looking at moving away from, it's like you have lost your fire. You've lost your drive here, and the universe is trying to get you to understand how to bring that back, how to bring new passion in. Okay. This probably is a little bit... I might just turn that down so you can see that card just a little better. Okay, King of Wands, followed by the Two of Wands. You're definitely taking a new pathway here. I want to say to you, you're really putting the trust in the universe here. So something new is opening up for you, but you've got to let go of this first wand before the new wand can come in. So what that often means is by letting go of old love and sort of understanding you have the world in your hands, you will bring in new love here or new passion. So you're trying here very hard to let go of something that's been holding your passion back. Okay, look at this, Wounded Warrior. So this is the energy of going round and round, and this is what I said to you, I felt at the beginning of the reading. It's like you make your mind up, you're ready to go, you're ready to get on your way, you've been hurt again, you've made the decision to leave, and then you give it one more go. And all you're doing is going round in circles. It's that whole thing of doing something the same way but trying to get a different result. Whatever you're doing here, you've lagged it. It's done. It's finished. It's the 9. It's closing out the cycle here. So you can't do it anymore. You have to move forward because an Ace of Pentacles is here for you. So you have a much more stable future as long as you learn the lessons here and move away from the past. Really, really important here that you have learned what you need. This is why you've got the world in your hand, because you are learning what is good to take with you and what is best to leave behind, which is the Six of Swords energy. Okay, and then we have the Five of Swords. So to me, something's going to happen here to get you going, to get you moving. Yep, look at this, Eight of Swords energy. You're in a bind at the moment. You're really tied up. Okay, Three of Wands. There's all this passion and this forward movement in amongst things. So you're still cycling a bit here, okay? You're still doing the whole, should I do it, should I not? Okay. I feel like you're in a real bind here where you know the way out, but you're refusing to see the path that is opening to you. I feel like you've been hurt so many times here that you have lost your confidence, your passion, and your spark. The universe is saying to you here, something is opening up to you here. Something is about to happen in your life to give you the energy here, what you need. Okay, so when the Five of Swords comes out, it talks about what we call a Pyrrhic victory. It's like having to walk away from something, possibly winning by walking away, but feeling sad you have to leave something behind. But it's also about winning a step, taking one step at a time, winning a battle, not the war. So you're starting to understand how to release this energy, but it's something that you're having to struggle with at the moment. Okay, so this is how you're coming out here. So you're coming up as the Empress. This says to me that you have so much to give here and you do not realize how much you have to give because you're stuck in this Eight of Swords energy where you're not seeing your own truth. You're not seeing who you truly are here. And the universe is saying, this is who you are. You have to open your eyes and let go of the blindfold. You are not kept trapped by your current circumstances. These circumstances that you feel trapped in are only an illusion. You have the power to rebirth something new. Again with rebirthing, bringing something new in. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man here. And like I said to you, I feel like there's going to be some sort of either a fight, argument, or some sort of situation here that's going to really make you see things differently. You're going to really wake up to something. You have to. It's time to move on. Okay. So some of you here dealing with someone who is maybe a little controlling and a little cold. But the King of Swords here, what this tells me is that you're learning to take this sword up yourself. So you are learning how to take on this power here. You're looking at things from a higher perspective. So you're looking at things very differently here, especially after this Hanged Man. And what you're doing here is you're applying these new skills to the sword, which means that you're learning to cut out things that no longer serve you and walk away. Okay, so we have the card of moving into calmer waters and moving away from something that's not serving you, but we also have this beautiful energy of the lessons learned. I feel like for some of you, you're taking your power back, but I also feel for some of you, you're moving on to great love here, especially with the Emperor and the Empress both turning up in the same reading. There's something very powerful that you're heading for, but you had to go through some lessons first. Now you're about to rebirth yourself. You're about to let go of all this past pain and energy here and bringing in a new version of yourself, which is allowing you to move towards things that are much more emotionally better for you. We do have you going through a transformation here with the Death card. So everything here is saying to me that you're letting go of current situation or something that's currently not serving you to move towards something that's going to bring in a great deal of love. But I feel like for many of you, this is about learning to love yourself. This is about, they want me to use this deck. This is about, it's about learning that, you know, whatever situation you're in here is not serving you. So is it the best thing for you? Are you loving yourself in a way that you want to be loved? You know, I always think it's an amazing thing, yeah, walking away. That's why they've asked me to use that deck. You've got the card of walking away. I've had like 4 or 5 cards, all of walking away here. Card 27. You know, look at the way you love people and think, is it that you want to have someone love you the same way as you love others? Because that's really important to realise. If you're putting a lot of love into a situation and getting nothing in return, then it's time to go. You don't keep staying there hoping for things to change. So this is the card of letting go and moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career, a goal, a relationship, or a long-time experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand, and that's what I feel too. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of old habits, emotional patterns, or false beliefs. That's why you're letting go of those skeletons in your closet. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner world or the outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Very nice oracle card. Thanks.